things. What do you get up to when I'm not here?
When I leave this house. So that was the next part. So, I think when I
Single red rose just for you.
Because it was the first pub we ever had a meal together at so many years ago. Baked camembert, baby carrots. Looks like some kind of
Garlic.
In Manchester, a couple of weeks, and I'm back in the nurseries. So that's the Romper.
Right, so it's Valentine's Day. Bit of a combo of vlog. So I recently did a vlog about what I'm going to miss when I go back to the nurseries and what I'm not going to miss going back to the nurseries and things like that. I'm not going to say too much here, but we have got some more traction coming along with our house move, which will be coming up in a couple of days' time. So keep watching our vlogs. We've got things happening quite fast here, isn't it? Let me tell you a story about a man named Jed, a poor mountaineer, and then one day he was shooting for some crude and up from the ground. We're a bit like the Beverly Hillbillies. Right. This vlog I'm going to try and let Sandra go through this, and I'm going to do my best to zip it and not interfere on Sandra. So this is going to be it's going to be a bit of a case of what Sandra's going to miss about me not being here in a couple of weeks, and what she's not going to miss in a couple of weeks about me being here, and obviously leaving. I nearly said the name of our road. We call our house the name of the road, don't we? Anyway. Leaving the house in Manchester and things like that. So you can explain how you're going to narrate. That's a posh word, isn't it? To all of our brothers and sisters out there. Hello, brothers and sisters. You okay? Yeah. You little green-eyed monsters.
To be honest, I was thinking, Neil, it might be quite interesting to do this after it's all over as well, because it might seem differently coming out the other side than it does right now. But anyway, but as it is right now,
well, we can pretend we're having a baby. This is pre-birth. What your expectations are of you. This is what your expectations of childhood, parenthood are like. And then we all know that parenthood.
I've seen a few short videos like that. What I thought it would be like, and what it's actually like being a parent.
I think the most interesting one, if everybody sticks with us, will be in a year's time, when this will be, fingers crossed, a distant memory. Everything was going on at the moment. Okay. So Sandra's scribbling some notes. That's why she's looking down.
Sorry, I'm still pondering. So I started this, but I didn't know we were doing this tonight. So anyway, a few random thoughts as we hurtle down this. What's the word?
If you're doing hand movement needs to be on the cameras. So Sandra's down here doing all the, and you can't see that she's doing all of this. So.
You're not necessarily meant to see it. I was just like,
what was that then?
We're hurtling down this track.
Oh, okay.
And this is just some random thoughts as we go. Really.
We're sailing along on the crest of a wave. And the sun is in the sky.
So part one. When Neil leaves to Lincolnshire again, what will I miss?
What do you mean again?
And what will I not miss?
How many times have I left for Lincolnshire?
3. This will be the 3rd time. Well, technically, you left the South Lakes the 1st time, but that's another story. So things I will miss is, obviously, it's nice that there's somebody around at home after work at the moment and somebody to chat to. And you like to make my tea. I'm not quite sure why, but it's quite sweet that you like to make my tea.
Every night you have a meal cooked for you.
You do. So I will miss that. I will not miss trying to get up in the dark. I'm sure I fail, but I do try to get up quietly and in the dark so I don't disturb you too much in the morning. I don't know why I even try, but normally when Neil's not at home, I put the light on, I put the radio on, I'm like bouncing around and just, yeah. So
I can't explain to anybody of what it's like when Sandra gets up in the morning. It's an hour, and I don't have to get up, and I often resort to head under a pillow,
it's true.
then the quilt over my head, and then my fingers in my ears.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's nice not having to try and be quiet. I don't know, maybe I'll just try and be noisy so that you know the difference, but I do try to be quiet, and it would be nice not to have to, put it that way. Obviously, when things crop up, there's been a nice change that he's been able to give me a lift, like if I need to get the metro or pick up my car or this and that. So it's been nice getting lifts sometimes.
Parenthood. That's sexy.
We've done a few nice social trips out as well, which obviously won't be able to do once you go back. So obviously a big one. So Neil's a stalwart fire preparation stroke, sorting out the wood stroke, collecting wood, chopping wood.
So you can explain what you're talking about.
The fire.
Yeah, sorry, a lot of people won't know. We say, don't worry, guys. We don't have a big open fire in our. We have a log burner. So we're not in. We don't have
technically a multi-fuel burner, but anyway. So
it's a self-enclosed.
So again, especially in the winter, because Neil likes the fire before I get home. It means it's nice and toasty when I do get home. So I will miss that.
And the heat from the log burner is a different heat to central heating heat. Can't really explain that. Those that know will know.
It also dries the washing really well.
Yeah. So it's really nice.
Don't hit me.
Hang on a minute. But you like it when I get me chopper out for you, don't you? I have all that ready for you, don't I?
You do.
Chop all the wood up.
So obviously you've been a massive help sorting out the house over winter, which badly needed doing. Different views on that, but we'll move on. It is mostly done.
I can't do any more. I physically I don't believe I've got this last couple of weeks now.
Well, there's a couple of big white units to shift.
That's 2 units, which are potentially going to be a problem, but that's it. I've done everything else. I can't do any more.
So, so
busting up. I've had to go to the doctors because of injuries.
Neil never does things by halves. So, what did I say? Can't read my writing though. I actually literally can't read that.
You got the kitchen sink. The kitchen stinks. Why does the kitchen stink?
No, it doesn't say that. It says, I don't know if I can elaborate on this, but my God, the kitchen sink. I'm just like, I get up in the morning and not the plastic dishwashing thing, but the main metal sink will be like this with water. Okay, so I have to get a spoon and dig everything out of the sink and then wait for it all to drain. That's kind of part of my morning routine that you don't see every morning.
Because somebody doesn't wash up.
And
every morning when I get up, my routine of the kitchen stink is I have to clear all the pots and plates and cups that are then piled up at the side of it because somebody doesn't do that. And then I've got to get my hands into the plug hole to scrape out all this coffee stuff and tea leaves. I'm scraping them out, Sandra, physically. Sorry. The kitchen sink.
Just why do you put so much food down the kitchen sink? It's so unhelpful. It's not going to change. And the other joy that gets left to Muggins is Neil doesn't ever empty bins. So it's like yet another overflowing bin.
I've got an explanation for this.
And it's since before I knew you, so it's not a new thing.
I've got an explanation for this. Show me one thing that I put in a bin inside. All my rubbish goes directly to the bins. I don't use. Sorry, I may put a razor blade every 4 weeks in one bin. I don't.
It's mainly the food waste one, dear.
Oh, the composting. Yeah, the compost. I do empty that. I've got.
Oh, it's like it was just heaps up like this every time.
I do empty. I do empty that. That's a compost bin.
Porky pies. So, but you know, because I love you, it's kind of okay.
At least a compost.
True. Can't read the last bit.
Missing your belly rings.
Yeah, it's just
belly rings. Belly rings. What's a belly ring? What's a belly? You're missing your belly rings. What is something?
It doesn't say that.
It says there, missing belly rings. What do you get up to when I'm not here? Do you miss your belly ring? What are you talking about? You're missing your belly rings. What's a belly ring?
It doesn't say that. Because when Neil was away, to fill some of my time, and because I'm getting quite good at it now, I was
what, belly ring?
Bell ringing.
Oh, bell ringing.
Bell ringing.
Oh, stop.
So.
Oh, bell ringing. Okay, right.
My rather innocent hobby is just like lots of grumbles about how much time I was spending bell ringing, and I won't have those grumbles anymore when you go back.
belly ringing.
So,
your writing's even worse. Your writing's worse than mine.
I'm really tired this week, to be fair. So that's as kind of as far as I got as far as when Neil goes back to the nurseries. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know. Anyway, and then the other part 2, is
belly ringing. Belly ringing. Just invented something. You get your belly button pierced and put a little bell on your belly button. belly button ringing. Belly button ring. Does anybody do belly button ringing? We could start something because people do have things pierced, don't they? Because have your belly button pierced,
ring,
and put a little bell on it. Oh, sorry, that was a bit. All the girls in salon, but anyway, sorry. Yeah.
Anyway, what made me chuckle, I don't know whether it'll make you chuckle, but it made me chuckle. But my bestie said it with the whole thing. She said, "You're Neil. He should be glad that bell ring is the only thing that he took up while he was away." So there you go.
I just, and for our new brothers and sisters that are watching us, the reason. Do you want to explain why you took up bell ringing, Sandra?
Yeah. So.
The real reason.
So I go way back when I was a student. No. It's true. Wait, patience. You don't know what I'm going to say.
Oh, I know the reason.
Going way back when I was a student, it's true. Just ignore him. So I started to learn bell ringing when I was still a student. And I got so far in this journey and then finished my degree, started working, and life happened and things got busy. Never went back to it. And I was driving along in my car, start of the year, and there was an appeal on the radio saying that for King Charles's coronation, they were looking for volunteers to come forward and offer to ring for the king. So, because I had some prior experience,
You just burp then?
Excuse me. So I had some prior experience. I thought, well, hopefully it's a bit like riding a bike and you don't completely forget. So I offered to help out with the ring for the king. And so we actually did that. They were quite pleased to have me join the team. And we did indeed play ring.
Do you want to tell
coronation.
Now tell the truth.
What?
So you fell out with the father from the local church. So if you weren't bell ringing, you were flipping down. I've got to go to church. I've got to go and see the father. So because you fell out with the church, you had to go and find another hobby. Is why you started bell ringing. If the truth be known, and it always revolves around old men.
It's not a hobby. Oh, bell ring is a hobby, but going to church wasn't a hobby. I'm still looking for a church. just not found it yet.
I'm your church. I am your sanctuary. I am your church. You are my congregation. You can be my disciple.
No,
So only because you ended up having a fallout with a local father, that you're volunteering.
no, it overlapped. I remember saying at one of the church meetings when I was still going there, I said, I'm going to do the ring for the king. Does anyone else want to join? But they didn't.
Anyway, as and when we're in Lincolnshire, you may be ringing the bells in Ingermells.
Or Friskney, or Croft, or other
Or
places,
Croft,
or
yeah.
Alford,
Yeah, Boston.
possibly. So, yeah, so new adventures on that front. And I know doubtless I'll still get moaned at as well. But,
I'll be working with the nurseries.
yeah, so
Or looking after your mother.
we haven't even got on to when I leave this house. So that was the next part. So I think
I think what we'll do, I think we'll finish this off here about that section, and then I think we'll start a different vlog on when you leave the house.
can do.
So I think we'll go on that because we need to get out for a meal
We do.
coming up. Valentine's, we're going for a meal. We're going for a meal. Yeah, how was your card?
Thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Just reading yours here. Sorry, this is no, I've got a clue how romantic I am. That's why I got Sandra there. Look at that. Hey. And hang on a minute. And yours says here, thinking back to when we met.
Because
Around this time,
we met
yeah.
at this time of year.
We did. I was told you're going to go into a bit of a Tommy Kitten. Looking back on where we first met, I cannot escape and I cannot forget. Baby, you're the one. Right, did you know that was written?
Still turn me on. What's the words?
Did you know that was written by Andy McCluskey from OMD? Right, just hold that 1 second, Sandra. I've got something else for you.
It is. But I have to be honest. I prefer the Andy McCluskey version to the Atomic Kitten version. Sorry.
Right, in a minute. Right, hang on. Right. So you said no garage flowers. So I bought you a rose this year, a single red rose just for you.
What have you done?
What have I done?
You never buy me flowers.
You told me I've got you on video. I bought you garage flowers last year, and the year before, and the year before, and the year before, and the year before. You said the other night, don't buy any flowers. There you are, Sandra. I got you a red rose.
Ooh, a chocolate rose. Oh, thank you.
Come on, where's my gift, my present?
You've got a card, and I'm coming out with you tonight. What more do you want?
Just go and grab your blue bag and your blue thing.
Okay,
So
save that for later.
yeah. So today and the last couple of days, and to say these videos are all a bit scoo-whiffy, so we are taking out with us a blue bag.
Which is on some level not very romantic, but very important. So
So we're going to have a meal and not have the blue bag with us, and then we're fingers crossed we're going to go elsewhere for an hour because there are a couple
lot
of
of things to
hundred
read.
pages I've printed out today.
and I've worked on 11 risk assessments today for four student societies, and I'm a bit cross-eyed already, but I'll do what I can.
Right. So we will share some news then, because I think we can share a bit of news that the house move has taken a significant leap in the right. It can still go wrong. It can still go horribly wrong, but it has taken a big leap in the last 48 hours.
I think this finally, the big news, I suppose, is finally these discussions about completion dates.
So that's key handover dates for here in Manchester. And there has been another, I need to show Sandra's not seen it. And there is now something going on with our house sale. That's what's in the bag, what Sandra's got. No, the one we're buying. So it's all...
In technical terms, the onward purchase, I guess.
Yeah, onwards and upwards, Sandra. Onwards and upwards. Right, so we're going to go for a meal. I was going to drive, but with us potentially going on, I might ask you if you want to drive. Do you know where we're going?
No, it's a surprise.
It is a surprise. I've chosen it. Right, I've got a table booked. I've got a reservation. I've paid a deposit, and I've chosen the Valentine menu, Sandra. Not just the regular menu, the Valentine menu. Can anybody out there guess where we're going? There was a clue on a few vlogs ago. I can't keep up with my own vlogs, me. It's just there's too many. I keep saying I've been putting out a vlog a day every year for the last 2 years, and it's a vlog a day coming up to 3 years in a couple of months, every single day. Right, come on, we need to get going. We need to get a coat on. I need to show you something on the computer.
Okay.
That was a beep. That must mean
So,
we need to get
you weren't expecting that, were you? You thought we were going to end up in Timpley.
I did think we were going to end up in Timpley.
And you know why I come here, don't you?
I do.
Right, so where are we? Well, hang on a minute. We'll give you a big unveil to where we are now. And anybody that was paying any attention on a recent vlog will have heard us mention. Where are we, Sandra?
The Romper.
We're at the Romper, which is right, literally at the side. When I say at the side of Manchester Airport, it is literally by the Aviation Fluid Park. And let's just go to the front of the pub. So this is a proper old pub. I mean, stunning old pub. So here's the Lion.
Blackbird singing.
There is a blackbird singing. Right, Sandra. So why have I brought you to the for those that haven't watched the vlog or weren't paying any attention? Let's turn around and get the pub at the back of us, shall we? Why have I chosen to bring you to the Romper?
Because it was the first pub we ever had a meal together at so many years ago.
It was. This was our first, what you call probably a dinner date.
It was.
Is that what we're going to call it?
Yeah,
So,
just a coffee date, see how it went, and then
yeah.
after that we'd
You've got no idea.
a dinner date.
You've not got a clue how lucky you are to have me to bring you back to something like this, and you thought we were going to end up flipping the Quarry Bank or the Stonemasons for a burger and chips. No, and I booked the full Valentine menu and everything. So we'll get in. We're 10 minutes early, which is fine, so we can get a drink at the bar, all being well. And yeah, there we are. Okay. Little wood parts for you. Oh, that there. Oh, there for you. And we've got the Valentine's Day menu.
Valentine's Day glasses.
Valentine's Day glasses. So, yeah. Right. Very busy. Have you got your glasses, Sandra?
Winning.
Yeah, right. Let's have a look at the menu. And ordered a Campsite Warden energy drink. So we're having a pretty epic.
Wow.
It's a meal in itself, isn't it? What have we got, Sandra? Come on.
Baked camembert, baby carrots. Looks like some kind of
Garlic
butter.
butter.
And some pickle.
Is it pickle? And some crusty bread with that and everything, isn't it? Right.
What is it, ways for eating it?
Yeah, come on. Get tucked in. It's ending up more like a fondue, isn't it? Look at that. That is so nice. Just do a little dunk in there. Where you going?
I have dunked it already.
It's really nice. From going back to the nursery, Sandra, I may as well go back with gout, mate. Life without cheese, it's just not worth living. That was never had that before. Baked like that before. That was seriously good, wasn't it? I mean, like, we're gonna have to do this at Christmas, aren't we? I want one of them.
For a treat, it was spot on, wasn't it?
Really nice. Right, that's course one over. I'm so romantic, Sandra, aren't I? You've got no idea. You have no idea how much you're going to miss me.
You have your moments.
A lot of peas, right. We've got sea bass and scallops. We've both opted for the same, mate. I can't get my words out.
main course.
The same main.
Same main.
What did I just say before about pitches and book pitch? What can I say? Anyway, if you don't like fish, don't watch.
You know what? You were really good on that meal. It took about 5 hours. Well, you was very patient.
I've got a pea. You left some peas. That was nice, that wasn't it? How was that? All right. And what have you got to drink? Show. Because I am splashing out on our last Valentine's in Manchester. What have you got?
Very alcohol-free spritzer. Try?
No, I'll have. I've got a Campsite Warden energy drink.
Cheers.
Cheers, my dear. There you go. There you go. Sandra, you've got no idea. You've not got any idea how lucky you are to have met you. So we had 2 sharers today, haven't we?
So,
Oh, I can smell caramel.
we're sort of missing a bit.
What are we missing?
It said it came with salted. Oh, is that what these are? Is that the panettone?
It smells like a caramel. You can smell that. It's really, really sweet.
Oh, there is something underneath.
Yeah.
So maybe that is the third thing.
Right. Let's get tucked in. How are we going to share that?
Break it now.
Go on then. I want to dunk mine into there.
Ah. It's very sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. Manchester Airport. The sprawl, sorry.
No, that used to, so Neil points the camera the other way. That used to be a country lane. I used to walk down with my daughter. But that's where she came from. She had found some nettles when she was about 4, and she was going to go and grab them with a hand. And I said, "Don't grab them with your hand; it'll hurt." And she didn't believe me. And she looked at me and was like, "Ha ha!" Grabbed a handful of nettles and then regretted it afterwards. I was down there.
Yeah, there is a girl get a packet of tacks, drawing pins, put them in your hand as a dare, and see you could scrimple them up and draw the most blood.
No, that's a boy thing.
Yeah, right. How's your meal?
Delicious.
Right,
Thank
there
you.
you go. Right, that's the last
That was
Valentine's
lovely, yeah.
in Manchester. A couple of weeks, and I'm back in the nurseries. So that's the Romper. If you look very carefully, it says the Romper Altrincham. I'll let you into a secret that you probably don't know. So the area we're in, if you like history, and I'm not reading this from a phone, it's called Ringway.
This is true.
Yep. So this used to be Ringway Airport pre Second World War, when it was an RAF base, and those of a certain age, before you had 0161 numbers and things like that, the dial code used to be Ringway. Oh, I'll give out our phone number now because it doesn't matter because it still hangs me cough. So it'd be Ringway 5473. So my dad used to be a telephonist. So before you had dial-up codes, you had regional codes, and this was the...
And way back, Ringway was a little village in Cheshire.
That's where we are now. And I used to camp over the way, over at Castle Mill. So yeah, there is a lot of history before this was Manchester International Airport as you know it. And I can remember myself, and this was all farmland and lanes and things like that. It's yeah, there we go. Right, happy Valentine's Day. So you'll be watching this, it'll be after Valentine's Day. Say something romantic, Sandra.
I don't know. I'm not good at that stuff. Happy Valentine's.
Right. May all your days be Valentine days.